Why is it that after a conversation is completely over, your mind keeps going back to it? Like you've already moved on physically, you're doing something completely different. You're not even in that moment anymore. But mentally, you're still there. Like your body has moved on, but your mind says, nah, we're not done with that yet. And it's not always the whole conversation either. It's usually specific parts, whether it's something you said or something they said or something that just wasn't said at all. And somehow those are always the parts that stay with you the most, right? Your mind just keeps going over it, almost like it's trying to figure something out or like it's trying to fix something, right? You replay it and you replay it again, but this time you've said it differently, right? Have you ever won an argument like 3 hours later in your head? Yeah, right. It's because you've explained it differently. You've said it better in your head. But in real life, those moments have already gone. And it doesn't matter how many times you replay it, you can't go back and change it. And I think that's the part that people don't always talk about. How much time we spend thinking about conversations that have already happened, right? Not because we want to stay stuck there. We don't want to stay stuck there, but because there was something about it that didn't settle right. And it wasn't necessarily wrong. It was just left unfinished. Maybe something didn't come out the way that you wanted it to. Maybe something was just a little bit off, and so it just stays on your mind, right? And so instead of letting it go, your mind keeps going back to it, trying to make sense of it, trying to understand it, trying to finish it, even if there's, nothing left to actually do. And so sometimes that replaying it isn't really about the conversation itself. It's about how it made you feel. Because if something felt unresolved, your mind doesn't just ignore that, it holds on to it. And the more you replay it, the more you start to question things. Like, should I have said that differently? Um, did that come across wrong? Um, what did they actually mean? Right? And now you're not just remembering the conversation, you're analyzing it. And now it's not even the original conversation anymore. It's everything that you think that it meant. And I don't think we always realize how often we do this. Not just once, but we do it over and over again. And maybe it's not always about finding the perfect answer afterwards, because sometimes there just isn't one. Sometimes it's your mind trying to process something that didn't feel complete, right? And maybe instead of trying to fix the whole conversation in your head, it's just about recognizing something about that stayed with me, because not every conversation ends when it's over. Some of them stay with you long after it's done.